So I did a video a while back talking about copying people's tattoos because I had somebody go ahead and copy one of my tattoos and almost sleeves one for one. Since then, I've also started to wonder now, are people going ahead and copying my tattoos once again? I've had many of you guys reach out to me saying that someone has either stolen or copied one of my tattoos, and I'm here today to explain the whole situation, how I feel about it, and more importantly, how you can go about getting a tattoo without technically copying it. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Justin, and you guys are here with JustInkD, a channel where we pretty much talk about all things that are tattoo related, but most importantly, my journey towards getting amazing tattoos and working towards a full body suit. Now, I got some great news. I know I keep saying it, but that hand tattoo should be coming very soon. So go ahead, subscribe, join the community so you don't miss that tattoo, any other future tattoos, or any other future content. But let's get to today's video, guys. Let's go. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and comment and let me know what are your opinions on having somebody want to copy your tattoo. Is it acceptable? Is it okay in your eyes? Or is it just totally unacceptable and not allowed? So I talked about this in my last video, but I'm just going to go over it again. And that is distinguishing the difference between copying a tattoo and kind of emulating it. Now, when you copy a tattoo, you're literally going ahead and making no changes. You're making it a one for one. You're making it a duplicate. And this is not the right way to go about getting a tattoo. Emulating a tattoo, you're kind of, matching it, excelling it in some way with some variations and changes. And this is a much better way to go about getting a tattoo that you see on somebody else that you really want. You're not going to make the exact same copy, but you're going to kind of grab things from it and then try to change it up a bit. Now, there are a couple people you will disrespect if you do go ahead and copy somebody else's work. First and foremost, you're going to be disrespecting the main artist that did that work. That's his work. He went ahead, he put time in to create that and make it his own for that canvas and that client that he was doing it for. That's the next person you're disrespecting as well, is the person that has the tattoo. But the third person that you were disrespecting is your artist that you were going to get this tattoo done by. They don't want to do somebody else's work. They want to do something of their own with their own unique style and twist on it. And you're going to them for a job. They're going to want to do the job that they want to do and not somebody else's. So I plead to you guys, just when you see a tattoo that you want, grab things from it, but don't go ahead to that artist and say, I want this exact same one, because you guys are never going to have that good outcome of it being like the original. They always say the original is the best, and that always stands true because you were never going to nail it like that other artist did. So artists that are reputable take a lot of pride in what they put out into the world. You are a walking canvas, you are a walking billboard for them, and they want people, when they see you and see their work, to see them and see how great their work is. They don't want to see something that they half-assed. They want to see 100% of themselves in that piece. So that's why when you go ahead to an artist and you say, I want this exact copy of a tattoo, they're going to do everything in their power to go ahead and try to change their mind on it and make it different. So now that it is unique to not only themselves and puts their creative spin on it and their kind of ideas into it, but also to you as well as the client. Because when you copy it, you are copying somebody else's visions and ideas. And you're not really doing it for yourself. And it's never going to fully represent you or the artist. It's just going to represent somebody else. And it's going to have no meaning. And although you may like it, it just isn't the same. And also, you're going to see that the artist's, excitement, their proudness of that tattoo isn't going to be there as well. There's no better feeling than coming out of a tattoo appointment and seeing how excited, how proud that tattoo artist is about their work. But when you copy a tattoo, you're going to see a lot less excitement, a lot less happiness in them, just because they're going to know that they could have done a lot better on that piece than they did. And like I said in my last video that I talked about copying tattoos, I'm guilty of this as well. I've went ahead and copied a tattoo as well, almost one for one. The angel that I have is a copy of somebody else's, and I'm not proud to say that, and it is one little regret that I do have on that tattoo. So now let's talk about it, get into the newest tattoo that you all seem to be messaging me about, saying that somebody's copied. I've had many of you reach out to me, sending me posts, pictures, kind of having this one particular reference in it, and that is my Anubis tattoo. Now, you guys know this tattoo very well. It's a fan favorite. It's one of my favorite tattoos. But I gotta say that although I do appreciate you guys showing support, showing love, and showing concern, none of these tattoos are being copied in any way. Except maybe this one. This one does look very similar, but we're not gonna be stuck on that. Now, I gotta say that even though I have this tattoo, I do not own it in any way or that reference photo that is used. This is a famous reference photo that if you go on Google and you search up Anubis, you're going to find it pop up. And it's a great photo to use for a tattoo because it's very detailed, it's a high quality photo, and it's very unique and different, and it's perfect to get a tattoo for. So, I gotta say that even though I have this, I do not own it in any way. And if you want to get this, go ahead and get it. I 100% recommend it because it's an amazing piece. You're going to love it. Now, I will say that I have seen a lot more Anubis tattoos pop up since I've gotten mine done. And I don't know if that's because, once you get a red card, you start seeing a lot more red cards. But if I have inspired a lot of people to get this tattoo and you guys are trying to copy or emulate it in some way, so be it. I am happy to know that I've helped inspire people. Now, that's the main part and main kind of goal now of my, this channel and me and myself is just inspire and motivate people to get pieces and tattoos that they love. And if it's one of mine and you kind of want to emulate it, so be it. Get it. So say that there's a tattoo that you see done, you love it, you want it, and you are stuck on getting it. There are a couple ways that you can go about getting this tattoo without really technically copying it in any way. The first one you can do is if you see a tattoo that you really like that is done by somebody else, go ahead, screenshot it, save it, and bring it to your artist and make it as a starting point and a kind of a beginner's guide to like what can be done with that tattoo. But have them change it up a bit. Let them put their own style into it, and also let them put a couple different kind of elements into it as well. Also, it doesn't hurt to give recognition to that original piece as well. So, if you get a piece done, shout out that artist and be like, yo, thank you so much for the inspiration. I tried to change it up the best I can, and this is the outcome. I'm sure that they would appreciate knowing that their work was inspired to do something else, but not of the same exact thing. The next way you can go about getting a tattoo without really technically copying it is if you see a tattoo that you like, it's somebody's that they have on them, try to find those reference photos, those original reference photos that were used, and then save those reference photos. Then when you go to your artist, show them the reference photos, be like, these are the things that I want incorporated, these are the elements that I want, and give it to them and let them do what they want. I guarantee you it's going to be something totally different than what that original tattoo that you wanted was, and you're going to love that new one that they came up with because it's putting their own style into it, and it's kind of putting the elements that you want into it as well and your ideas, and to make it kind of your own. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example for this because I kind of did the same thing. I saw the Anubis tattoo done by Elliot. He's one of my favorite artists, and he did a piece that I really, really love. So I took a screenshot of it. I took a screenshot of the reference photo as well. I sent them over to Brandon, and you guys kind of know the outcome of what it came to be. Now, if you were to put them both side by side, obviously they do have that same reference photo, and they are of the same style, but two totally different pieces, as you guys can see, and that's why it makes it great, because even though they have some similarities, they're totally different in themselves and they are unique to one another. So I'm gonna say this, I honestly feel like, in today's time and age with tattoos, so many tattoos have been done, so many concepts, so many ideas have been thrown around that, even if you go ahead and get a tattoo that you think is original and you didn't even think about it, you just got two kind of things, you're probably copying somebody else's work in some way. I'll use my my pharaoh tattoo. It's the pharaoh and the pyramids under it. That has been done before. Obviously, mine is a little bit different, so it's not exactly copying. It's just the main kind of idea that I'm sure many other people have thought about and have done. So you can't really be too upset if you see a copy or similar tattoos out there of your tattoo, because in today's time and age, everything is being done, it's being posted, and you may grab an idea without really subconsciously knowing that you are copying somebody else's work. But there are a couple situations when you should not copy a tattoo at all. And that is with custom work and with sleeves. With custom work, you can tell that this tattoo is made specifically for them. The artist went ahead and drew it up, freehanded it, or did some type of work where you can really tell that it is for them. They put a lot of time, they invested a lot of kind of thought into it, and for those kind of pieces, can't copy them. Those are off limits. Another thing that's off limits, like I said, is sleeves. Now, a lot of sleeves may look similar, but do never go ahead and copy that one sleeve one for one. Go ahead again, grab those reference photos, grab the pictures, bring them to your artist, show them, be like, these are the things I really like about this tattoo. Can we draw some inspiration? But do never go and say, I want this custom piece or I want this exact sleeve, and say, do it for me. I want it exactly one for one. Create your own and make it different. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and comment and let me know, what are your thoughts and opinions on copying a tattoo in today's time and age with so many similar ideas and tattoos being done? Is it still copying? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like always, Justin out. Later, guys.